What's up, YouTube? For today's video with a Sobble Evolution team. So we got Sobble, Drizzly, Inteleon, and Inteleon G-Max to make up the team of 4 Pokemon. This was the last G-Max Evolution team I had done for this generation for the starters too. So it's nice to get this one finished off. If you do want to check me out on Twitch, people, this is where I do all my live streams, my theme teams, Pokemon sweeps, shiny hunts, all other forms of salty entertainment. Give me a check out in the description of the video, and let's get into today's battles. I've got 3 battles today with the Sobble Evolution team. The first battle is against Sylvanus. I know I said something different there. Now, the first Pokemon we got here is the Hatterene. Now, I believe this one was on the YCOM too. So, Sylvanus, whoever you are, hello and thank you for the battle. So, I got the Sobble lead here. This is a interesting sort of set here. We've got a light screen Sobble with Surf, Work Up, and Aqua Jet. I've got max special attack and max speed with a focus sash and torrent as the ability. So setting up the light screen here, we got the Hatterene going for a Trick Room. So I was kind of hoping it would just attack me, then I could go for a torrent Surf, which would have done a lot of damage, but unfortunately that's not going to be the case here. Now, I'm going to go for a Work Up here, or I just go for the Surf. I'm thinking it's going to outspeed me and hit me pretty hard. Let's just go for Surf, right? So here comes the Dazzling Scum on my Sobble. Doesn't take me to Sash, which is okay. I'm just going to go for a Surf here and do as much damage as possible to Hatterene. Hatterene's pretty bulky, so it takes my Surf, really, really well. I mean, Sobble isn't exactly what you call the hardest hitter in the world either. So all I can do here is click the Aqua Jet button and get a little bit of extra damage, and Sobble is going to go down to the Dazzling Gleam here, right? Now, on this team, I had 2 Inteleons, and I had both of them being able to G-Max there. Like, I had a physical one and a special one. They were the best Pokemon on my team. So, speaking of Inteleon, we're going to go into, this is my physical set, I believe. Yes, it is. So, we've got Endure, Icicle Sphere, Fell Stinger, and Liquidation. Max speed and max attack. Jolly nature. So here comes the Mystical Fire. They're going to drop my special attack, obviously expecting a special move, which is, a pretty good call there. Unfortunately for them, I'm actually going to be running a physical set. So go for Liquidation. I thought this would do a decent amount of damage, and it did. I'm like, that's pretty good. It might be in range here for a Fell Stinger. That would be amazing. I believe I can leave a Dazzling Gleam or whatever move Hatterene's going to use. It's going to go for another Mystical Fire. Obviously, that's its only real move to hit with apart from Dazzling Gleam, I guess. And I'm guessing they probably think I might be a mix set, right? We're going to go for the Fell Stinger here, and Hatterene is going to be going down, giving Inteleon a instant +3 in attack. So I guess there's no way they would have known that I had Fell Stinger on this set, right? Now, the light screen is going to wear off, and the Trick Room's going to wear off too. And the next Pokemon we got here is the Katana. So Katana's going to destroy me with any grass move here. Now, I thought, well, I could go for the the G-Max here and go for G-Max Max Flutterby, or I could go for Hailstorm. I was really, really worried about the damage that Katana could do to me because, right, if it did go for a leaf, like a Leaf Blade or Sword Dance, or hoping it was going to go for a Sword Dance if it did live, it would sweep through my team with Beast Boost, and that would be very, very bad. So we're going to go for the G-Max Inteleon here, getting on top of my little Sniper Tower there, and we got the Katana in range here. But I didn't use my G-Max move because it wasn't very effective, so I was hoping I could take this thing out with +3 in special attack. Now we got the Katana go for Endure. I'm like, oh, I see. This probably had weakness policy, right? So go for Max Flutterby. Anyway, it's coming off my attack, so it's not going to hit it as hard as a special attacking move would be. But it does over half health, so I'm pretty happy with that, right? Now, Katana is definitely going to be able to go for a Leaf Blade here. I was running max speed. I was wondering what the Katana was going to be running on its EVs too, right? So going for, this time for my Hydro Snipe, because any of my moves will take it out. I outsped the Katana. It's locked in range, and it's going to be going down right there. I love that animation on G-Max Inteleon. Cool. So Katana is down there, and that's a big, big threat out the way. Next Pokemon we got here is the Malamar. Also, this is a 4v4 too, so my opponent did pick 4 Pokemon, so I do appreciate that. They didn't have to, but I do appreciate that. I'm going to go for a, to show my appreciation, I'm going to go for a Max Flutterby on the Malamar. Poor Malamar is going to get absolutely annihilated there, being 4 times weak to that. So that is down. Now, I've got 1 more Pokemon left here on their side of the field here. So that is going to be the Poltergeist. Now, I'm out of Dynamax here, right? And you're probably thinking, okay, well, my opponent's going to go for a Shell Smash, and they're going to have a Sash, right? Exactly. So why don't I go for an Icicle Sphere, which will not only activate, will hit multiple times, but if they've got weak armor, which most of them do, right, for speed, it will activate weak armor every single hit and hopefully get around the Focus Sash Poltergeist there. So in comes the first Icicle Sphere, drops away, the defense of the Poltergeist, which is very, very good. And now we go for the second one here. Now the second one hits really hard. I need to land 3 of them there. I get another weak armor boost there on the Poltergeist, and Poltergeist is going to get another speed boost. However, unfortunately for the Poltergeist, it did not get a chance to even get its Shell Smash off there. And that, my friends, is the game. That was a full Inteleon sweep there with my physical set. So I hope you like the physical Inteleon set there. The ability on this one was, I actually gave it Torrent there, so it's quite strong. So the next battle here, this one was against Thunder. This was also on the Y-Cob, and we got a very interesting team here. So the first Pokemon is Perish Boo, which is a Gengar. So like, is this going to be a Perish Song Gengar? I led off with Sobble. Most of the time I did that because it had Sash, right? If you came across any entry hazards, it was sort of like that. So I've got Surf on here to go for, and I've also got Aqua Jet. I thought, okay, I can get probably 1 Surf off and Aqua Jet. Then I outsped the Gengar. I'm like, okay, it's a bulky Gengar. And Surf does pretty good damage there to Perish Boo. I was pretty happy about that. Now, Gengar is going to go for a me look. Now, unfortunately for Gengar, it will get outsped. So if it was going to go for a Perish Song, it's not going to get a chance here. So I went for Surf again. I definitely didn't think it was going to be a speed type. Even if it was, I'd be able to live the next attack right. So go for the second Surf there, and Gengar is going to go down. So no Perish Songs for the Perish Boo or Perish Who Gengar. Now the next Pokemon to come out is Zinger Zapper, which is going to be Rotom. So Rotom is easily going to be able to take me out with Electric type move. So I thought, okay, let's go for Surf and let's hit it pretty hard, right? I do have the Torrent ability, so hopefully it'll outspeed me, and it's going to outspeed me with Electro Ball, which is really, really good. So here comes Electro Ball, takes me all the way down to my Sash. So now I'm at full power with a Surf, like a Torrent Surf, right? And I'm thinking, man, this is going to do a lot of damage to Rotom. There was max special attack, right? Rotom only just manages to live, which is great there. Obviously, Sobble's going to go down, but I'm thinking, I've got Torrent Aqua Jet here. This might take it out. It's not very strong with no attack EVs and low base power, but I went for it anyway, and Zinger Zapper just lived, unfortunately. It was so close there. Sobble almost took out 2 Pokemon, which is amazing, right? So bye-bye Sobble, a solid performance there. Very, very nice performance. Now, the next Pokemon we're going to bring in is Inteleon. And I thought, you know what? The opponent's on a low amount of health. I might be able to get a Fell Stinger KO here. But before I did this, I was like, let's go for Endure here. Sorry, this is not a, this is a weakness policy with Endure set, right? I was thinking what my other one would be for the item. So I went for the Endure here to try and get a weakness policy on the Electro Ball, right? Because I thought that'd be good. And I felt I could definitely outspeed the Rotom, right? Unless it was like a, Choice Scarf or something like that, right? So weakness policy is going to activate. It doesn't do enough damage to Inteleon, so say even if I got outsped right here, I'd still be able to live and take it out. So I was like, okay, well, I can go for a Fell Sting here. I've got, +2 in attack there, so let's go for that. And Fell Sting is going to land and take out the Rotom. They are in a lot of trouble now because I've got a +2 before for the weakness policy, and Fell Stinger just granted me a +3. So I've got +5 in attack, and I haven't even G-Max yet. So there's 4 Pokemon left here. The next Pokemon is Dragapult. Now I was thinking here, well, Dragapult might be able to outspeed me, but I don't want to really go for the G-Max, Ice move. So let's go for Icicle Sphere. I outsped the Dragapult, going for that Icicle Sphere, and it only took 2 Icicle Spheres to take out Dragapult, which is very, very good there. Now, Dragapult could have possibly taken me out there with the Shadow, or outsped me with the Shadow Ball, but I did take a bit of a risk there, so maybe I should have G-Max there. Maybe that was too risky, but it did pay off. Now, the next Pokemon is Salt Ninja, which is a Ninja. I cannot hit it with any of my moves. However, I do have a G-Max that I can use, and with Inteleon's G-Max move, G-Max Hydro Snipe, 160 base power, right, and it actually bypasses ability. So if I hit the Shedinja with this attack, it'll bypass the Wonder Guard, which is going to be amazing, right? Now, I'm not sure what item the Shedinja has either. Oh, I did have plans to actually go for the Max Hailstorm earlier on because, say the Shedinja came in there, the Hail would take it out, right? And I was thinking if it's got Sash, well, the Hail's going to take it out anyway. So go for the G-Max Inteleon here. I can bust through that Protect, not Protect, the Wonder Guard on the Shedinja. I was guessing it probably had Focus Sash here, right? Shedinja's going to go down in one shot. It turned out that Shedinja actually had safety goggles as the item, so that Max Hail Sombra 4 wouldn't have taken it out. It gets better. Next Pokemon to come in is a Mimikyu. I can go for G-Max Hydro Snipe again, and that'll actually bypass Mimikyu's disguise, which is going to be great. With 160 base power and +5 in attack, this Inteleon is virtually unstoppable at the moment. So bye-bye Mimikyu, getting past this guy. So it's funny because I got past two really overpowered abilities, like one the guard and then this guy's. The last Pokemon is Spooky Flamer, and old Spooky Flamer is going to get one-shotted easy peasy by the G-Max Hydro type. Unless they've got a Focus Sash here, Spooky Flamer's days are very, very numbered. And that is the second Inteleon sweep there with this physical set. Give it a little try. The main trick of this set is to get that Fell Stinger KO, which can be difficult, right? Because it doesn't have a lot of base power, and Inteleon's attack isn't the greatest in the world, right? But it can definitely happen. That was pretty much like the Weakness Posse and Fell Stingers, that you saw like the move in like complete action there. Now we're going to go for the last battle here. This one was against Arts, and we have a theme team here. See if you can guess what this theme team was. Now I wanted to endeavor to try and not get an Inteleon physical sweep and try and use my special one, right? The special Inteleon set was actually a lot more competitive than that set. That set just seemed to have like a lot of sweeping capability when the Fell Stinger came into play there and the Weakness Policy. So we got a Ordino lead here. There's not a lot I could do to Ordino, so I thought, let's go for a workup here. I want to see if I can set up against this thing and maybe fire a really powerful Surf up against it. Now, the Ordino is going to go for a Trick Room here. That's kind of bad for my team because they're all really fast, except for, I wouldn't say Sobble's really fast, but I've got maximum speed there, right? Now, I could go for a Surf here. I can actually smell my sausage rolls cooking at the moment. I'm going to narrate this video, and then I'm going to open the oven, grab that sausage roll, and just bite into it boiling hot. I don't even care how hot it is. I'm so hungry at the moment. I'll probably burn my tongue, but it's fine. So anyway, back to the battle. Sorry about that. We're going to go for a Surf here. Surf does pretty good damage. I'd say it's about 3 hit KO, and Sobble I'm going to swap out this time because the Ordino went for a Yawn, right? We're going to go into Drizzle here, or Drizzly, and this is a Whirlpool trapping set. Now, this is actually quite unfortunate. The Ordino is going to go for Entrainment, getting rid of my Sniper and giving it Clutch. So that means my Everlight is not going to be working yet. This is a Whirlpool, Bounce, Rest, Sleep, Talk, Classic Pimp Knight stalling set, right? What I'm going to do is go for the Whirlpool, and now Ordino goes for the Last Resort. It actually does a big chunk of damage to me. This is a max health and max special defense set, so it's not really bulky on the defensive side, right? Now, Drizzy's going to have to swap out here because I will go down to a Last Resort. I don't want to take that chance here, right? I could have gone for Rest there and maybe live, but it was too risky. Now we're going to go back into Sobble. I thought, well, if this thing puts me in, like, let's say Torrent range, I can hit it with a pretty powerful Surf, right? So I'm in the Torrent range. The Trick Room has worn off, so I can easily go for a Surf here, and I think it might almost take it out. Maybe a Surf and Aqua Jet combination, right? So we're going to go for Surf here on the Ordino. Torrent is going to boost the power of that lot. It unfortunately does not take it out. And now the Ordino is going to troll me and give my Sobble a Klutz here. So I'm not going to have my Focus Sash, which doesn't really worry me too much. They obviously did know that I had Focus Sash, and maybe I had like another item, like, I don't know, like Mystic Water or something like that. So go for another Surf, and Ordino is going to be going down there. So bye-bye Ordino. That was a little bit of a problem. The good thing about swapping the Drizzly out too is my Drizzly wouldn't have Klutz anymore, so its Everlight would make it bulkier, right? Next Pokemon we got is the Dino. Now, Dino really can't be hit by much here. I can go for a Surf, and that's pretty much all she wrote there. So go for the Surf, and it is a Torrent full base power, but Dino is going to be able to resist that, right? And it does nothing to Dino. Now, Dino, I'm not sure if it's going to be a Hustle set there. It's going to go for Assurance, and that's going to assure them to take out my Sobble there. Now, I can go into Drizzly here and go for maybe a Whirlpool or a Bounce against this. I believe I should be able to live an Assurance from the Dino there. Unless they've got a more powerful move up their sleeve, like, I don't know, Outrage. That would definitely take me out there. So, putting the Whirlpool down there, they're going to trap in the Dino. It's going to go for a Taunt. So, unfortunately, now I can't go for a Rest or a Sleep Talk, right? So, I've got to either go for another Whirlpool or a Bounce. I thought, you know what? I'll go for the Bounce. Go up in the air, right, and Whirlpool do some damage to him. However, the Dino is going to eat a berry there, being a Citrus Berry, and get some of its health back. I thought it might be an Everlight set, but it's not. So, okay, so let's go for Bounce, and maybe the Taunt will wear off by the time I bounce back on the ground. I always like how Drizzly's got that little water bomb there. It's pretty cool, right? I remember throwing a water bomb at someone when I was little, right? And I got this water balloon. It wasn't quite, it was turbulent, but it wasn't flaccid, right? And I picked the water bomb up and I threw it at someone, directly got him smack banging between the eyes, and it didn't break. It just bounced off their head and it hit the floor and it burst. So I was very disappointed because it was like a classic. It was almost like a one-hit KO move of Pokemon, but it didn't take the opponent out. Like, it's like the opponent had sturdy. Anyway, back to the battle. So go for a bounce right here. I think it must have been like an El Cheapo water balloon that didn't break, or I didn't fill it up enough. I don't know. Either way, I was very disappointed, and then I got a balloon thrown at me, and of course it exploded all over me. Okay, so the Dino's going to shake off the taunt there, but it's a little bit too late because it's only got a little bit of health there. So go for the bounce with Drizzly, and Drizzly is going to have just enough power to take out the Dino there. So bye-bye, Dino. Now, the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be the Torchic. It's like, okay, Torchic, well, I've got Whirlpool. Whirlpool should be, I reckon, about a 2-hit KO there. Drizzly's got pretty good special attack. I don't have any special attack EVs, though, but, you know, Torchic isn't what you call the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, right? So Whirlpool hits, and it hits very hard right there. Torchic got one more turn to do something. It's going to be trapped in, and they're going to go for a Will-O-Wisp here. So it's maybe it's like a bulky set. I really don't know what they're planning to do with Will-O-Wisp. Maybe it's got Fire Spin itself there, but it will go down to a Whirlpool the next turn, unless Drizzly does miss the Whirlpool. You always got to take into account the Whirlpool missing, right? So we're going to go for a bounce this time. This time I decided to go for bounce because I didn't want Whirlpool to miss, and I thought I'll be able to take it out anyway. And they've got Sand Attack. It's a scummy set. Now, I did notice the Torchic didn't have speed boost. That may have caused me a little bit of problem there with the speed. Maybe they could have got a Sand Attacker there earlier off if they had that. But it turned out that I guess they had Blaze instead. So bye-bye, Torchic. Drizzly's only got a little bit of health here. Now, I've got to decide whether I want to go for a rest or just try and get some bounce damage off against the next Pokemon. Next Pokemon is going to be Rockruff. I was like, nah, I might just go for Whirlpool here to get some damage on it, and it's going to be a Dynamax Rockruff. I was like, okay, I hope this doesn't have weakness policy, because that will hit me pretty hard with a rock type move, right? And it'll probably put the sand up too, so I may have to go into a Teleon after this if Drizzly is going to go down. I'm not very hopeful I'll be able to take it out. So go for Whirlpool, and it doesn't miss. They're throwing a water balloon. You know what? I'm just going to throw a water balloon at the Rockruff, and it didn't have weakness policy. Now it's going to go for Max Quake. Now that's pretty good because it's going to boost its special defense. Now, I'm thinking here, I probably need either a critical hit to get through that, or I might try out my physical Inteleon and see how much damage that gets, right? Because if I don't get a crit with my special one, it's probably going to live and take that out. Now, going to my physical Inteleon, you've seen the way this set rolls the last two battles. Hopefully, we can get some something happening here. Now, I don't think they'll have a super effective move, but just in case they do, let's go for Endure, and let's get rid of one of their turns of Dynamax. So pointing at that Rockruff there to attack me, it's going to be going for a Max Quake again. So now it's got +2 in special defense. So I'm going to need to hit it with a physical attack. Then again, Rockruff isn't super bulky, so even hit it with a special move would probably still do a lot of damage, right? Now I could go for a Liquidation, which is super effective. I don't think it's going to take it out from here, but it will do a lot of damage. I'm quite certain about that. And Rockruff has only got one more turn left in its Dynamax there as well, right? So outspeeding the Rockruff, go for Liquidation, doesn't take it out, but does pretty good damage there, right? And I got a crit, so that definitely mattered, right? That crit absolutely mattered. So here comes a Max Quake from the Rockruff, and that is going to take out my Inteleon. Maybe the hit afterwards, right? The only bad thing for Rockruff, it will get outspared by my Inteleon next turn, and it also is out of Dynamax. So bye-bye Rockruff this turn, right? Maybe I could have attacked it before, but I had no idea whether I'd live, like, especially a crit, right? So go for a second Liquidation, and Alex the Rockruff is going to go down. There's 2 more Pokemon left, and I've still got another Inteleon after this, which I haven't shown off yet, which is the special one, which it's not really that super interesting. I much prefer the physical one, right? Which is quite funny considering it's got all the sweeps. Next Pokemon is Goldeen. You don't see Goldeen too often. I've either got Fell Stinger or Liquidation. I was like, you know what? Let's go for Liquidation. I'll try and get some damage against this thing, right? Now, Liquidation doesn't do bad damage to Goldeen. Goldeen is going to be going for a Mega Horn here. And then I started to think, what if this Goldeen has Horn Drill? That'd be really, really bad. I mean, it's a possibility. Like the people I versed, right, they're trolls, right? They're like me, so I reckon they may have been running Horn Drill on that set. So we're going to go into the special Inteleon here. I haven't G-Max yet on this set. It's not as interesting as the other ones. I've got Snipe Shot. I thought it'd be appropriate to run that. We've got Mud Shot, Ice Beam, and Air Slash. So I thought I'd run Mud Shot there for electric types. We had Snipe Shot there too. Oh, I can hear the oven. It's beeping. My sausage rolls are almost ready. I've got to finish this narration. So, back to the battle here. I can go for a max airstream there and boost my speed because the last Pokemon may be able to outspeed me. That's what I was thinking there anyway, right? So go for G-Max and Talon. That's going to give me a +1 in speed, and it'll definitely be enough to take out the Goldeen because I determined with my last hit with the Liquidation and Talon that Goldeen definitely wasn't Everlighting, I believe. Like, it did a little bit too much damage for it to be Everlighting, right? So outspeeding Goldeen, obviously, I reckon they're probably going to go for a Horn Drill this time. I could be wrong, they maybe go for a Mega Horn there. Regardless, Elliot the Goldeen is going to be going down. And there's one more Pokemon to go, and I've got 2 more turns of G-Max too. So I'm going to need to, my opponent's going to need to have maybe a Sash or something like that to live. Next Pokemon, I was talking about this earlier on, was the Manectric. I was scared of this, right? Now, I can either go for a Max Quake or go for a G-Max Hydro Snipe here. G-Max Hydro Snipe is going to do like a lot of damage, but Max Quake is going to be super effective. But I don't want to activate a weakness policy or anything like that, so I just decided to go for the G-Max Hydro Snipe here. With its base power, it should do like an enormous amount of damage. That is going to take Sam the Manectric out, and that, my friends, is the 3rd battle. Hope you enjoyed all these. I'll be back with a Pokemon sweep a little bit later on. I may have put it up already. I'm not too sure. Peace out.